Hello everyone, welcome to Voices with RACNIBM, which is our very first podcast, and this here is the very first episode of that podcast series where we hope to bring you very interesting guests to answer burning questions and burning theories that you may need answers to. So, to start things off with the very first episode, we have a very special guest, arguably the most special person in the Rotaract Club of NIBM. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of the Rotaract Club of NIBM, Rotaractor Andrew Dilan, here with me right now.
Hi Angelo, glad to be a part of the show.
Glad to have you here. Right, so Dilan, I know your story has been a long one throughout, I think about 3 years now in Rotaract Club of NIBM itself, and being a director to becoming president, from starting from a general member. How has that journey been? I mean, I've been there for some of it as well, but I think for the viewers to know, how has that, where did you start and how did you come up to be the president now?
Yeah, it's a great question. Actually looking back into my Rotaract journey, it's been an incredible journey. It has been 3 years now. I was a really newbie, not quite sure how Rotaract works, and I was not an interactor as well. So it was really new to me. So I joined in 2022 as a member when I entered my campus as well. So it was pretty new, the orientation and how they work, the committees, the projects. Everything was really new to me. And I was little shy introvert guy, who wants to be a silent, but still I managed to, participate in, attend a few projects and, being in organizing committee for a few projects as well. It was really eye-opening to me, and it was really new that I can learn whatever I learned in theoretical as I can apply in practical as well. So it was really helping in my career, and it was really helping to build up my interpersonal skills as well. So down the lane, to be honest, I was pretty inactive in the first year. 4 to 5 projects I participated, attended it. But then I got that opportunity to be a board of director as a club service director, which is very entertaining and a fun director to be. It was incredible when I joined, the committee, the new people, strangers, to being friends and being to a family. It was incredible. The arc, we've been, we know the bond we share with each other, right? So it was great. But we learned a lot, actually. We learned a lot as well. I learned a lot personally. Worked hard, did projects, participate projects, help other board of directors, help the club, went to other club projects as well. And again, being a president, it was new, how it's quite an interesting story. I was not planned. I was trying to end my Rotaract career after my board director period. It was really a fun journey to be a part of. But then, why not? I just asked myself, why not? Try to be a leader. It's also a learning. Stepping into a new milestone as well. So I challenged myself to be a part of this leadership journey and to be part of this legacy as well, this incredible legacy that the Rotaract Club of NIBM has. And then I did the procedure, and for the love of the people and the members and the blessing of God, and I became the president. And here I am, nearing my presidency term. So it's an incredible journey. We can't say a lot. It will take 2 hours and more than 4 hours, maybe days as well. But yeah, it was an incredible and
And now the first guest of the podcast as well.
Yeah, glad.
So just out of curiosity, what was the turning point? Like you said, you were inactive for a long time, right? Then you became active suddenly.
Yeah.
What was that turning point that triggered it?
Right, I'm interested in speaking as well. Not really speaking, but I love to talk. I love to inspire people as well. So as in public speaking, I've mentioned to you all as well. I know a few people know as well. But I wanted that shy introvert guy to go out there and do stuff and inspire people and get the people's work done. So I wanted to do that, and I have more less of a skill which I required to accomplish my career path as well, go moving upwards. So I wanted to I had certain goals, specific goals to be public speaking, managing, leadership. So there were a few challenges that I noted down, and I came this is the time I should turn myself into a new person. So that was the moment I took the director position as well. If not, I won't be here as well. So I took that challenge. It's new to me, taking challenges. It's new to me. From that day onwards, I've been taking challenges
Nice.
like nothing.
I think that's
So, yeah.
the main learning point there, that you have to,
Yes.
anyone that joins Rotaract and those opportunities
true.
don't come to you. You have to go and
that
take the
first step,
challenge and go there. I think that's something you've been saying as well to the Orienta members and all
Yeah,
that.
sure.
So very, very insightful. But one thing we want to know, who is your inspiration in all this? Just generally in life, who is your inspiration, and how does it define your way of leadership?
Right, great. I has to think a lot, but yeah, inspiration in the sense, I don't gonna mention, Martin Luther King or, anyone else from, from the historic period. I inspire from people around me, even from yourself. I've been inspired the way you handle the audience, the way you talk. I've been inspiring from my dad, from my father, everyone's first hero. From my father itself, I've been inspiring to my, father's friends and people that I meet, their parents and my friends even. I don't see any age gap. I get inspired even a little bit from every people. So my main inspiration is my father. Obviously, I've tried to be half as that man himself. But another inspiration, I would say, he's a film icon from Tamil. I'm not gonna mention, but he's pretty close to my life journey, because I've been seeing films from the small age itself. So he has inspired me a lot. He has his profession, which he does films, and he has his passion, which he goes bike racing and car racing, and he has a family life, which is he married his loved one. So it's a pretty quite nice person to see living his life kind of thing. So I get inspired from him time to time. So he's the go-to person. If I fell down, I see his movies and I get back to the track. Yeah.
Right, that's something even I didn't know about your father. That's good to know. But one more thing is, for Rotaract, you've given a lot, right? Wow, අපිත් දන්නවා Rotaract වලට උගක් දෙනවා හැමදාම Rotaract හැමදාම weekend Rotaract. So what is the main thing that you've gotten that you feel grateful for? Rotaract එකෙන් හම්බුණ දේ මොකද්ද?
First, the bond, the family that I've got, strangers to family, never even thought about it, how close we are. I spend the last 2 years I spent more than with my family, more than with you all. So that's one thing, bond. And the challenges that I took, as I wanted to become the better person. I'm a better person now itself when I started my Rotaract journey. So I'm grateful for that, how I was before and how I am and how I'm going to be in future. So that's what keep me going, the arc that I'm moving forward is what is keep me in Rotaract, and and the love itself from the members and you guys as well. So that's
Cool.
it.
That's very inspiring. I mean, all that you said probably will help anyone that's joining Rotaract to build their career out of it. And with that, I think we can move on to a couple of games if you're interested.
Sure.
And I think those will be interesting.
Right.
All right, so we are here at the gaming round here with Dilan. So the first game is word association. Just to explain the rules to everyone, it's just I'll be saying a certain word, and what Dilan has to do is say the first thing that comes to his mind. So if I say a car, he can say amazing. So just hope everyone gets the essence of it. So I think we'll get started.
Sure.
Right, so to get started, Wajjumka,
Grandeur,
NIBM,
empowering great minds.
Trump,
Donald.
Christopher.
Nolan,
Nice. Disco.
Dance.
What?
Dance, disco dance.
Right, okay.
You meant the other
Yeah,
disco.
I meant the other disco one, okay.
I'm a disco dancer. I am a disco dancer.
Politics.
Ranjan.
That was the interesting last one with Ranjan for politics. But now let's move on to the second game, which is this or that. I think that's pretty straightforward. I'm going to give you two options. Just pick whichever that you like.
Sure.
Okay. So we get started then?
Yeah.
Cool. District assembly or conference?
Assembly, district assembly.
Cars or bikes?
Cars.
Hollywood or Bollywood?
Hollywood.
Hollywood?
Hollywood.
Oh, right. So you said your father was a Hollywood actor?
අයියෝ මේවා කට් කරන්න හොඳ නෑ
Hollywood or Bollywood?
Hollywood.
DC or Marvel?
DC.
Nice. Outing with your directors or outing with the district council?
Outing with my directors.
Okay, I think you're safe from that one then.
Yeah.
Vajjumka or Coachella?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Okay. Vajjumka.
Why is that?
I think that was our first banger and it's so memorable.
Yeah. Cars or bikes?
Cars.
Party with your friends or Netflix and chill at home?
Party with my friends.
Okay. This might be a bit of a hard one.
Okay.
GCC or your IPP?
Okay, anytime, you all know, anytime, no questions, IPP.
Okay, oh, he'll get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Secretary of VPs?
Ah, damn. Can we pass that question?
Okay, we're going to pass on that one. I think that's about it.
Right.
Yeah, that pretty much covers all we have. All right, so that was a pretty interesting rounds of games that we had, that we got to know a bit more in depth into our president here and a few interesting answers that he gave. And so this has been the first episode of the Voices with RACNIBM, and we hope you enjoyed. Just before we wrap up, Dilan, any last thoughts from you? Any message that you want to give to anyone that's watching out there?
Right. Glad to be a part of this first podcast show ever. Happy to be here and happy that we have done the first podcast today and more to come, guys. And message to the viewers is join Rotaract if you are still out there. Join Rotaract. You'll see the magic of Rotaract within yourselves. So yeah, thank you. Happy to be here and thank you for being here.
Thank you for coming on, and it has been a pleasure having you as well. Pretty interesting rounds we had. This has been a long time coming, so we have a much bigger line of guests planned as well. So please do join us in the future episodes. But for now, like, subscribe, and comment whatever you think, whoever that you want to see in the future as well. And this has been the Voices with RACNIBM episode 1. We'll see you in the next one.